Alright, yo, I don't know what the hell was going on for a second. That was crazy. I'm like, did I just like break my camera? Like my camera just would not turn on for nothing. But what is up, y'all? How are y'all? Hold on, let me make sure. Wait, I do have. Oh, the sound might be crazy. I don't know how does TV sound, but it should be muted. Should be muted just in case because I like to look up there for chat sometimes. But how are you guys? How are you guys? We were on day 30 freaking 5. Hopefully I can stay on a little bit longer today, but who knows? I really want to though, but we'll have to see how things go because I just ended up finishing doing the laundry. But I gotta go and do something with this TV, y'all, because we were just having so much issues with this TV. Like with our older TV, there was like a network issue that I think you had to go into the hardware for. And I'm like, it's crazy because I'm learning about IT support and I know like electronics is a little bit different, but like I'm so tempted to try and like do it myself. But I'm like, nah, because that's an expensive TV. I mean, well, we don't even have a warranty on that TV. So we had to go and end up buying like a whole nother TV just to pretty much be able to like, I guess watch TV. But then what ended up happening with this TV is I think because we had someone here who had set up the TV and who had took off the plastic, and I think when he was taking off the plastic, I'm assuming that he must have pulled it too hard that now our screen, especially when it goes like black, you can see like blue. Like it looks like they hurt the size of the TV. I personally think it could have been shipped like that, but I was just trying to think of anything. Maybe it could have been the plastic that was being taken off. Who knows? So we're having TV issues, so I might need to go to Walmart around 7. So that's still pretty good. We can have like a good hour and a half together, y'all. So I'm like, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. There's just a couple of things that I want to talk about before we end up getting into the study session and then before we get into this little job hunt. But yeah, so the TV was one of them. Number 2 is that I've been really looking into getting the CompTIA A+, but I've also seen that people started to go and get this other thing that is, I wouldn't say necessarily equivalent to the CompTIA A+, but it's optional now, whether, like, if you do one or the other. I guess they have this new thing called the CCSP, which I don't know exactly what that definition. Let me go look it up because I have a laptop. I love when I say I don't know, and it's like I could straight up look it up. But it's something called the CCSP. I think it's the Certified Cloud Security Professional Certification. I believe that was the one I was looking at. CCSP, is that the one I was looking at? Because I thought the other one said something about like certified something support. So I thought it was like a certified support certification. Let me see if I can find it. But maybe it is a networking certification. Yeah, I guess it is a networking certification. But there was this like newish certification that's come out, which is the CCSP, and I've heard that there was this particular person and a couple of other people who've actually gotten that, and then they pretty much were able to get into a IT help desk job, and specifically with that one leans more towards networking and the beginning of networking, and that's literally the stuff that I want to get into, but because it is a little bit more newer, I'm kind of afraid to go for it first. I feel like I might as well just get the CompTIA A+, and especially too when I was looking at the CompTIA A+ questions, I personally think I can ace the hardware section, like ace it. The only couple things I need to get into, of course, is still storage, which is why right now we are starting Module 5, which Module 5 should be about the storage and then backup. So data storage and backup. We have been taking notes on RAID. Started doing that yesterday, and we're going to continue to do that today. Hopefully we can get this done today because we got to get into RAID 0, 1, and 5 and the concepts, and then we got to get into external drives and SSD cloning. Lastly would be the backups and images, and then honestly from there I think I'm completely done with hardware. I feel like I've learned at least enough of the basics to pass a CompTIA A+. Maybe even enough of the basics to finally get hands-on with a computer and possibly open it up this December, but who knows if we get into that, right? Lastly, there was one more thing that I wanted to mention, and I'm going to go and show y'all real quick, which is somebody put me on. I don't know if he's in the chat, but somebody put me on to one of the greatest books alive. This book, and I'm about to put y'all on, because if y'all are sitting here and y'all are learning IT, this is just the place to be. Okay, so I'm going to go let me go turn this camera on. You're going to see my notes camera, I believe. But that's okay. Let me go to this live screen. We're on day 35. We're going to stay on this note screen because it's whatever. And look at this book. I don't know if y'all know about it. Because if y'all know about anything about IT support, I don't know if everyone knows about this book. Currently, I'm looking at the 4th edition. There should be a free online 5th edition somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. But I think I could stick with the 4th edition. And literally, and it's okay, I could probably just buy the 5th one at some point. Mainly, I want to buy it online though, because it seems like you could literally click this and go anywhere. But literally, this is one of the best books. Like, and I've only looked at it a couple of times, and it teaches everything that you would need to know. Obviously, it's going to be hard to kind of, read absolutely everything. But for instance, let's say you want to get into, oh, I love how I can't click that one, but let's say how you want to get into the troubleshooting, you can click here, it kind of throws you down, and then they're going to talk a little bit about some of the troubleshooting, maintenance, local documentation, right? But not only that, it was crazy because I was just looking, oh, and you can also search, but I forgot how to do it. I think it's like, is it Control F, I think? Yeah, so right now I'm gonna look up RAID controller. Or let me just look up RAID in general. So for instance, that's something that I'm learning. I love how it brought me here, but it brought me to this section where I could click the RAID abundance and then boom. The RAID abundant, oh my gosh, can this please stop? And like I'm trying to hype y'all up. We got the RAID redundant arrays or inexpensive disks. This is literally the notes that I'm currently taking. The only reason why though I'm not going to use this website or use this current book for today, specifically with this, is because the website that I was using, which is Geeks for Geeks, it kind of is going in a different direction than this one, but then eventually we can hop back over when it comes to reading about RAID 0, 1, 1 plus 0, right? But somebody did put me onto this book, and it's the greatest book alive. It has literally everything, and then like I said, you hit Control F, boom, and you're able to sit there and go and search for whatever you're looking for. And this is just a great IT book. And as you can even see too, the chapter is called Storage. What are the odds that I'm getting into storage right now? Like, insane. Insane. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to be going through this book as well. But like I said, as of right now, until I get to probably about this part here, like when it starts talking about RAID 1 mirroring, I might end up jumping back here because I think they might explain it very well. I mean, hopefully, I'm probably going to use like both websites just in case, because this looks a little bit like you kind of need to understand a little bit of IT to read. I feel like Geeks for Geeks is kind of giving me like the beginner side of things, but it might just be saying the same thing and I'm tripping, but who knows. He said, oh nice, you like the book? Yes I do. It was you, right, that put me on? Was it you? Oh wait, no. Was it you? I don't remember. I think it was. But okay, so let's end up going back into this note taking. I'm gonna start here, like I said, because I kind of already started here, so I don't want to read the book and then try to figure out where I am or where I was in taking notes. So let's immediately just hop back into this. But yes, man, today was a busy day, but we ended up getting, a good amount of things done. I took a couple of practice quizzes a little bit earlier today as well, because, today's my day off, so sometimes I like to indulge in IT just continuously. And pretty much I was taking a couple practice quizzes, and I wanted to make sure that I was a little bit more, because I feel like on the hardware side of things, I think I'm doing great. I'm not saying I'm going to ace the test on hardware, but I'm just saying, like, I know if I were to take a test on it, I'm probably getting a B or higher. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it were specifically just hardware, I'll get a B or higher. So I'm very confident about my hardware skills. I think the point to where I'm at now, I just personally need to get hands-on, whether that's doing, work for other people. Okay, it was you. I was gonna say, I thought it was you, but I know you popped up like randomly, so sometimes I try to remember names, and I was like, damn, I kind of forgot. But, no, yeah, so pretty much with the hardware section, I feel like I can get like a B or an A or whatever, but I feel quite confident. I'm at the point where I need to eventually get hands-on though. I'm definitely at that point, but I just don't know. I'm gonna have to see where I could find or buy a computer. But then also too, because I want to buy like a cheap computer, kind of open it up, close it, see what the parts are, build it all on camera and on live stream and stuff like that. I think it'll be super fun to do with you guys, so y'all could actually see me get some hands-on experience with building a PC, or I guess taking apart a PC, even if it ends up breaking. The point is to practice. Well, I'm probably gonna buy one that's already broken, but the point is to like practice, just so that I could get used to, the pressure that I could put on it, without really hurting anything. Some people get scared to even pop a RAM stick back inside of their desktop, so I want to make sure that's something I'm kind of having practice with, so that I don't really, if I start doing it for actual work, I don't want to break someone's RAM stick and now I'm like a liability, or now I gotta sit here and pay extra. I'm not even able to freaking, I lose money because I did that. So my goal is to kind of try to prepare myself a little bit with some hands-on broken PCs, maybe cheap PCs that were just used, and just currently to go work on it. Don't know if I'm gonna do it this month though, because this month is Christmas, so you're kind of buying hella things for people. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit here and buy myself a damn computer in the middle of that. That would be crazy. So the framework laptops are kind of cool, but might be a bit pricey. No, yeah. I currently like the laptop that I got. I just feel like I want to buy a desktop that's really cheap or broken, because I don't want to sit here and buy like an expensive desktop and then I kind of open it apart, and then what if I broke something because I'm new to it? So I just want to make sure that I buy either broken ones or very cheap ones, like 150 or less, and kind of just open it up, close it, whatever. Like, the point isn't to use the laptop, it's simply just to play around with it, see different type of things that I could do with it, and uninstall the RAM, then reinstall it, take out the motherboard, put it back in. Like, I want to learn all those type of things. Like, where do these wires go exactly? And if I break something, at least it's already broken, so I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. But I eventually really want to get hands on, and I feel super ready for hands on PC builds, like PC tear aparts and builds, because I've just been learning so hard about the hardware, and I've also been trying to learn a lot about hardware fixes and hardware troubleshooting. I'm not saying that I'm the best or that I could get every single step down, but I think I'm currently on that way. Like, I think the more that I ask myself those questions, like, if your computer like randomly shuts down, what could it possibly be? The more that I keep asking myself those questions and the steps to take, I just have to make sure that I could do that. But I know that I'm just a huge learner, that even if I was working in a help desk position, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take hella notes. I'm going to take hella notes, probably have hella notes at my desk in my basic troubleshooting manner, so that I just don't miss a thing. But obviously throughout the interview, you can't do that. So in my interview, I got to remember those things. That's the scary part. But when it comes to the actual job performance, you could sit there and just have your notes. And I'm planning on taking notes on other people's tickets as well. If you could see it, hopefully you could. I think you should be able to see other people's tickets. So even if they're like, I want to be able to see how other people solve stuff, and then how the company normally solves stuff, and I'm just going to be learning. You said laptops are a bit annoying. Oh no, definitely. I hate working with laptops. That's why I want to start with desktops first. What is up, Be the Legend? How are you, my guy? So it's pretty unlikely, but going with the used one is a good idea. No, yeah, definitely. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Says usually you could find a video on YouTube to assemble and disassemble any laptop. Desktops is way easier. No, definitely. That's why I want to start with a desktop, because I know laptops could be difficult. Like, you could just already tell. It's like everything kind of looks different. So I feel like too, like, I'm kind of used to what a desktop's hardware looks like. It's like the GPU doesn't look the same inside of a laptop. RAID. Even the RAM doesn't look the same. Like, I seen a picture of the laptop's RAM, and I was like, what the hell? That's where the RAM goes? Like, I was shocked. I was legitimately shocked. Am I writing in number 3? Oh yeah, I think I am. Because last time I did this, I accidentally wrote things twice because I didn't highlight anything. It was so strange. But no, yeah, looking at a laptop is crazy. Of course, it's something I'm going to have to learn one day, but not today. No, actually, I should really look into it, though. But the only thing with a laptop, though, is I feel like if you kind of understand how to do it for a desktop, it's technically the same thing. It's just things look different. And then on top of that, you got to be a little bit more cautious, because everything's more smaller and just closer, and it's tough. It'll be tough. But once you kind of get it down pat, I feel like it becomes a little bit more easier. But I want to learn how to do screen repairs too, because I really believe, like, if I could work in a repair shop at one point, just randomly through my life, and if I can learn how to repair some of these things, like laptops, repairing desktops, I think that's going to be a killer side hustle. Literally killer side hustle, because not only are you able to repair it, you're also going to be able to do custom PC builds, and then you could sell little things on the side, like, for instance, how I have merch. if I'm constantly getting constant people, I could make my little own brand and like a desktop holder and see if people would buy it. Or a mouse pad. I already made a couple mouse pads, but I have to order them so I can show y'all what it looks like. But it goes crazy. You said, just it says, yeah, laptop stuff is all space efficient because there's just no room, no fat. It's really optimized. Do you know Luis Rossmann? No, I do not. Is he a YouTuber or is he like did he make computers? Like, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. But no, yeah, I do gotta watch some PC builds though. But that's probably what I'm gonna do. Like my first time taking apart a desktop. I keep saying like I don't know. Some people when they hear PC, they think like desktop or they think this. So I feel like I'm confusing people. But I want to look up desktop builds. And then probably when I'm live streaming it, I'm probably just going to obviously show y'all me doing it, but I'm going to follow along. And I feel like when I live stream it, I'm literally going to document the first like point of me ever doing it. I should document it on live that way. Or I might do it vice versa. I might do my first time being on a YouTube video because you know those YouTube videos those can perform well. Cause I feel like that's kind of what's going on with my channel. You said, yeah, he's a YouTuber, very big on right to repair, expert on repairing Macs. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna have to go check out his channel. That's pretty dope. But also they have different type of raids. I mean, not different type of raids, but you know, I was just realizing they're talking about the key factors here. The level affect performance differently. Oh wait, no, never mind. Oh, improves read performance by serving data either mirrored disk, but may not improve write performance. While RAID 5 and 6 introduce the overhead for what the fuck? Sorry, I did not mean to cuss. But parity? Like what the hell are we saying? Parity? Parity. I'm going to go parity. Calculations affecting write speeds, workload type. Okay. Okay, we got that. Let's just highlight this. This has honestly been one of the harder things for me to kind of understand though, is RAID. Like no matter if I'm studying in silence or if I'm talking, I don't know what is making it difficult for me to understand. But I just don't understand why I can't understand this. So I just keep quizzing myself on it. I've been passing the quizzes, but when it gets into deeper stuff like this, like RAID 1, RAID 2, that's where I'm like, I'm not feeling it. But I gotta get it though, because there might be some questions about RAID on the CompTIA A+. So I gotta make sure that even if I don't get it now, I'm gonna have to like spin the block and see if I can get it later or something. So there's old videos by Lewis, November 10th, free in-person repair workshop. He teaches people soldering and stuff. Ooh, that's dope. That is dope. Oh, I was gonna say, there was this person, I don't remember who, but they had offered me to like, or not offered. They had sent me this like course that I think would help me understand IT support. And I was so excited for a second because I thought it was like a reading course. But then I think it was a literal classes where I had to like show up online. I believe it was free. But the only problem with that is I feel like some people, when I say like my schedule is busy, like I have a busy schedule, I think they just don't believe me or something. Because I was just like, when they showed me that, it was like, I know it was 2 days out the week, but it was like 2 separate days. And at my job, you can't have 2 separate days off. And then none of them even fell on my days off. So I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to take these classes. And then they didn't even say what time it was for, like the website. And I'm assuming, I guarantee you, because every time I look at anything in life, it's always when I start working. I have like the worst shift on the planet. Literally the worst shift. But hey, it's a great job. It's just my time. The time is the worst. Like I really want a morning shift, but it just gets even worse when you try to jump shifts. The job is something else. But the work is easy. It's always the people. But no, yes, I'm currently so did I finish? I was talking about something and then I kind of forgot, but I want to get back into the CompTIA talk because not only was I looking at the CompTIA A+, I realized that whole entire quiz, because I didn't even know there was a core 1 and core 2. But I was taking practice questions on BIOS and RAID because I wanted to make sure I understood those, because those are probably the 2 things that I guess would be considered hardware in a way, even though BIOS and UEFI isn't really like hardware, but it helps you understand and I guess how you target some of the hardware pieces. So I'm like trying to see if I really understand and remember that. But man, I mean, I did good on the quiz, and I did good, and they asked it in like a CompTIA format. But so I feel confident, but then again, I'm realizing like if they try to throw a trick question in there, they're gonna get me. Like, because some of the questions, I just kind of feel like I get it. And I've also been looking at questions like online as well, different practice tests, and I feel like I get it because some of the other ones are just absurd. It's like if you just understand like a little bit of it, if it says anything about graphics and you're like, okay, that has to deal with the GPU, all the other ones just say bullshit. It'll be like the keyboard. I'm like, oh, there's no way that you just sat here and tried to say the keyboard is the reason why my graphics are bad. Or like my monitor. So it was like, I don't know. But maybe some people really get tripped up on those questions. So I was just looking at it and I'm like, these questions just seem too simple. And then when I try to ask them for hard questions, then they go too far. I'm like, listen, I said hard questions, but not like I need to know all of this type of shit. Like, this is crazy. So I'm like, either I'm gonna ace this CompTIA or they're just not asking me the right questions. You said, there's an old video by, oh, wait, I think I already read that. Oh, wait. Okay, by the way, does the 09 in your name mean you are 16? No, I didn't even know I had 09 in my name. But 09 is for my birth month. So just September. That's all it is. It's just September. Which I didn't even know I had 09 in my name. That's so funny. So this is read/write operations. But I am 22 years old. Sorry, for some reason I was just going to end it right there. But I'm 22 years old. But that's my issue. I wish I was 16, man, because if I was younger and I didn't have to like pay no bills and I didn't have to sit here and work no damn job, I would have been grinding like, well, I'm already trying to grind on learning IT support, but I would have had so much more availability to learn it all. And right now I feel so damn like I always got to find a spot to kind of fit everything in. And that sucks. But at least it makes me feel productive. And it's not, well, not even feel productive. It really is productive. You know, to just be, you know, you go to work for 8 hours. Well, I normally do 10 to either 12 hours. And then I come back, go to sleep, wake up, get ready for my stream and ready kind of for the day. Then I stream and study on top of that. And then basically just go, keep it pushing. And then if I ever got to film a YouTube video, I'd probably wake up a little bit earlier than I normally would. Or I stay up a little bit later than I normally would. And I would just film a video. But give me 20 minutes and then the video's done, you know? So I started this stuff at 25 after uni. You were early enough. I mean, I know, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. But I really feel like I put storage. I don't even know how to spell available. Like what? Why did I write it like that? It looks like a straight J. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Oh, okay, I'm right here. I'll say, but for some reason, I have this weird mindset that I'm behind. And like so many people try to tell me that where they're like, you are really young. Like you're 22. This is a perfect time to start doing what you're doing. Like it makes sense. But for me, like, I don't know who I'm racing. Like if I'm racing my like damn, like I feel like I put a lot of expectation on myself. And I just really feel like I should be further. Or at least that I have the potential to be further. So get there. You know what I mean? But I don't know why I'm like that. I really act like I'm 35 and I have nowhere to go. Or like I have nothing to do. Like there's no other path. Like I'm so young to the point where if this doesn't work, I still have another couple of years where I will be young and can pursue something else. But for some reason in my brain, I'm like, nope, this needs to work. Otherwise, life's over. I don't know why I do that to myself. I've been doing this to myself since I was a kid. As if, like, I had to be the best in everything. And I never would be. And then that was the problem. Because then it would make me quit. Because I'll be like, damn, I suck. But recently, I've been trying to, like, do this series for one, just to keep myself accountable. But two, it keeps me to stay disciplined. And I feel like it's been teaching me, like, my own self, that I actually can do whatever I put my mind to. But it's still scary. It's like I just put a lot of weight on myself that is so unnecessary because I'm young. So yeah, same. I'm 32 and literally feel like that too. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why do I feel like this? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's just crazy. Maybe it's just because like I was just saying, maybe it's because I feel like I have so much potential that I just no, this can't be it, and I just want to get to my end destination already. But another thing too that I was talking about before as well is I remember saying to someone where I was just like, it's not about doing everything that I'm doing because I'm happy with everything that I'm doing. I'm happy with the studying. I'm happy with like the YouTube channel. I'm happy with it getting monetized. But the only thing is for me is like, yes, I'm happy I'm making all these opportunities or I have all these opportunities, but none of them have latched on yet. And I think that's where my fear is because yes, I'm creating opportunity, but you never know truly if it's going to be something if it hasn't been something. And then that's where my fear comes from because it's like, okay, you got YouTube monetized. Okay, you're editing, you're filming, you're learning IT support, you learned web dev, you learned this, right? You're working at your job, but is something going to latch on yet? And if it doesn't, then it feels like I'm afraid to feel like I wasted time. But one of the best things I feel like I told myself, which I don't know where the hell it came from. I probably heard it from like a YouTube video. But it was one of those days where I was like, damn, what if I'm wasting my time? And then I was just like, well, it wouldn't be a waste of time if I never gave up. And that was something that I feel like really pushed me. It pushed me to like seriously keep going because I was just like, if I never give up, I never failed. You can't say I failed if I didn't stop. And then boom, I just kept going. Because now I feel like if I stop, that means I failed. So once I switched my mindset, everything changed. I was like, nah, I can't stop. He said the good thing about it is that it makes you work hard. A few years down the line, you will look back and see the hard work that paid off. No, I really hope so. Like, obviously, right now, I can't feel that because I'm really thinking it might not work. But if everything were to end up working or just anything at any point, I know for a fact I'm going to look back and just be like, you worried for nothing. Because I'm a big overthinker. I'm sure people could tell. And I'm always worried. I'm always like, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? I really want this. Oh, it's looking good now. Now it's not. And, things just start, like, things can be up one day and then I could be so down the next day. And I'm just like, I gotta stop, man. I'm just a huge worrier. And I just gotta lean back, just allow God to do his thing. And I just gotta understand that the fact that I'm a hard worker, something's gonna click, even if it's not something that I'm learning now. It could be anything. And I also gotta have faith that one of these days, like I'm just going to hit something. And it's not like I need that to be happy, because I feel like I'm a happy person, 100%, and it doesn't even have to do with like anything that I got or anything that I'm doing. So it's not like I'm sad or depressed or anything, but it's just like I feel like I have like a strong hope. But it's like one of those hopes where I'm like, damn, could it fall apart? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like that was probably one of the worst ways to say that. That was like one of the worst. Is that like the mindset? I might not be the smartest person, but I could throw infinite amounts of my stupidity at this problem until it's solved. It takes 8 hours sometimes, but works. No, facts. I actually like that because it's like there's people who they just feel like they can't do it, so then they'll just stop. And it's like, no, like I don't care. Like I'll do whatever it is until it gets solved. Because at some point, that person who is claiming that they're dumb, if they keep going, they're gonna get it. And you know how many people who stopped and then didn't get it because they stopped. Like that's why I always tell myself, it's like, man, if you didn't give up, you never failed. So just keep going. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people say? But also be strategic. There's some people who take too big of a risk and then it's not strategic. Like it was probably like crazy dumb. But then again, we all make mistakes. I wouldn't judge someone for doing it, but I'm someone where I need to have like strategy behind it. But that's why I'm an overthinker. So sometimes my overthinking can help me, but it can also cripple me because I get afraid to take risks. But sometimes those risks, man, they could be crazy. Some people take risks and they never bounce back. I've seen people straight up leave their job for like YouTube and their channel was only getting 50 views. I'm like, damn, I'm like, I don't know what confidence you had. Not saying that it couldn't happen, but that was a little crazy. That was one of those risks. I was like, what the hell just happened here? So also next time it takes 4 hours, then 2, then 30 minutes, then maybe 10, and you might have mastered it. No, facts. Facts. And that's why, man, like, I really want to get this channel to really just make people realize that they can do whatever they say they can do. Cause I even know people in life who currently don't want to study for anything or don't want to get their like GEDs or get anything that could help them go to school, like get their CDL, like anything that could help with income because they're afraid that they can't do it or that they're gonna fail or they're embarrassed. And I'm just like, man, if they knew that that embarrassment or that fear is what is literally crippling them, and that it all of that comes down to is their mindset. It's legit a mindset that it comes down to. And if they can just change that mindset, they would be unstoppable. And I feel like I finally ran into that, especially with coding. Because coding, when I was trying to learn JavaScript, I never went through it more in my life. But I look back at that, and I've never been more happier that I put myself through that. Because ever since I coded, legitimately my whole mindset has always been, if I could code and I can go through all this stress and all this like annoying BS of trying to like fix this, I could sit here and learn anything. Like if I want to be a doctor, I could be a doctor. If I want to be a lawyer, I could be a lawyer. Like coding had me on a high. I was like, bro, I could do anything right now. And then I kind of just carried that into everything. And especially too, like with practice makes perfect. Like before, coding looked straight up like a foreign language, looked like Spanish, looked like I couldn't read it. Like I could read Spanish for some reason. Like, I don't know what it's saying, but I could say it. But it's like it's just foreign. Like I can't understand it. But then literally I took 7 months to learn coding, and now it's to the point where I'm not the best coder, but I could probably read somebody else's code, see pretty much what's going on if they say it right. But I just remember back in the day I had no clue. I'm like, what the hell does let mean? I'm like, why are they making me say let? You're declaring a variable for what? Like, like it was crazy. But once I ended up learning all of that in those 7 months, I was like, man, you can't tell me no. You can't tell me something. You can't tell me I can't do nothing. And then even same thing with like the YouTube channel getting monetized. Sometimes that takes a long time, especially for someone who doesn't have a video that didn't blow up. Like I don't really have a video that blew up. So it's like for my channel to finally get monetized, literally I think 11 months or 10 months, something like that. That is still like, that's absurd. And I was grinding for it. And it wasn't like I monetized in the sense of like, oh, I want money, because I'm not making anything right now. But the point is that I know about like, I think 5% of channels who try, or like 15% of channels who try to get monetized. Only 15%. I mean, wait, I think I said that weird. Whatever. The people who try to get monetized, only 15% of channels get monetized, or 5% was one or the other. And I was just like so happy with myself that I was able to do it. Like that was just the accomplishment. Like it wasn't about, oh, now you're about to make big bucks. Because no, all this is an opportunity. You never know what's going to happen with it. But the point is that I finally achieved something that currently was like on my bucket list low key. And I think that's just insane. So I just got to keep going, keep grinding. And just don't compare to these fake people online, man. Because there's people online who are sitting here renting stuff, acting like they own it. Or they're sitting here buying stuff, but deep down you don't even know that they're in debt. That's why they keep working, doing all this damn, content, and it's never really, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all for the image. I don't care about no damn jewelry. I don't care about no damn cars. I don't care about no damn big house. It's never the goal. I have only one dream, or I guess two things that I would want, is a stable career and a stable house. Other than that, I don't care about nothing else. Well, and then the family that I hopefully would end up having after I got both those things. I want some kids after that, but... So there are literally people at my company that tell me how happy they are that they could stop learning after high school. I never know how to respond to that. I don't feel like telling them they NGMI? I don't know if that's slang. If that's supposed to be some slang, I don't know what that is. Telling them that, damn, am I too like, what's going on? I don't know if you wrote that wrong, or am I tripping? Maybe I don't get it. But what was I writing? I think I'm doing this process. Let me just highlight it, because sometimes I be confused. Here we go. This process. Oh, this is where we finally get into striping. But no, yeah, I was gonna say, literally based on what you were just talking about. Oh, not gonna make it. I'm like, NGMI. I'm like, what? No, that's my fault. That's my fault. I should have known that one. Says are that they yeah, that's yeah, exactly that. Actually, I'm so happy that you just said that because that puts me onto a topic where I love to always tell people to keep learning. I don't even care what it is. Your goal in life should always be to just keep learning something because you never know what could end up being an opportunity. And that's the problem when a lot of people do end up eventually getting a little bit older is that because you didn't build skills when you were younger, not saying that you still can't build skills, but if there were ever to be an issue when you got older with your main career, you literally have no skill to try to at least make something or make something of it. That's my biggest thing is like make sure you build a career because you just never know. What if I'm sitting here and randomly I'm just, when I'm 30, 32, and then I end up applying to this job of like an editor. I don't know why that would be a thing, but let's just say I applied to a job of an editor for like a TikTok or for a YouTube channel, or whatever, or an editor for like a TV thing. I don't know, something random. I've literally been editing all these years for my YouTube channel. I could possibly show that on my resume, like look at these videos I've edited, or just do any other videos. You never really know if that could become something for you. Obviously, that's like a crazy one, but there's people who know how to draw like crazy, and then they choose not to use that talent or to try to monetize it in any way. There's people who design shoes, who make paintings. There's people who design cars, right? It's like, I know this person that literally she was a good drawer in high school, and then she ended up taking something where she was able to do nails. I forgot what it's called, but like you're able to do, girls' nails. But now she does it and she draws like cool ass designs on their nails, and she used that in a way to monetize that. You know what I mean? And there's so many different ways where you could do it, but people, they don't think like that. They legitimately don't think like that. And then when they do get older and whatever, if their main job falls apart, they got to end up doing something crazy or work 2 jobs or do this. They don't plan. And I feel bad because I feel like, no one really, sometimes people just want to have fun, They're not really thinking too far in the future. And I'm glad that I think like this at this age, because I could have been just like that. Straight up. So I don't think it's like, oh, they made poor decisions, screw them. It's like, no. One day they're going to realize it, and I feel bad because they're going to regret that shit. Like crazy. Said you have to stay on top of your game no matter what you do. Things always keep evolving. Look at all the AI stuff. We use AI for everything all the time now. It's not perfect, but certainly helpful. No, definitely. And that's the thing. Like a lot of those people who already do that, like where they already aren't trying to learn anything no more, a lot of those people are going to be the ones who get left behind. Like that's why I tell people, if you're someone who's studying and you are focused and you're working towards stuff, don't even be worried about it. Obviously focus, like try to learn how to use AI, or how the job you're chasing is going to use AI, so you could be prepared for when you get into that field, so you won't get fired because you know what you're doing. But there's going to be even people in those jobs that got comfortable, and then when AI comes in, they themselves didn't even learn. So now they're sitting there getting kicked out because they didn't learn. I just seen that happen to someone recently on a YouTube video where he was talking about how he had this like big tech job, and he even said it himself. He was like, I wish I learned more, because that was his reason why they let him go. He just didn't improve. They didn't need him. AI was able to do his job for real. So that's why like people really need to make sure that they just keep learning, and make sure you implement AI in a way, if you know what it's going to be used for. Like with coding, AI is probably going to write the code, so now your place is going to be debugging it. Focus on debugging. Focus on fixing the problem. Focus on how you're going to communicate to a client what's going on. That's where your main focus is going to be. You're probably not going to code no more. Or you're going to code here and there, but not no full-on script. But some people don't want to do that. But you got to be prepared, because AI is going to come. I don't think it's ready yet. I think it's going to take a lot of time, because I think the government wants people to worry so that they don't go to freaking school and start trying to learn stuff or learn these things. So they want people to worry. They want people to get scared. And that's what's happening. People are getting scared and then choosing to do nothing about it. But it's like, no, don't be afraid. AI isn't even that damn good. You ask AI to write like 3 pages of code, they're going to forget what the fuck they wrote the first 2 sentences and then do something that makes no sense. So it's like we have to just wait until AI gets there. But that's why we're in such a perfect timing right now, to where it's like learn what you could learn, learn it all, try to get into something. It's perfect timing because AI is not, it's not there yet. Not there yet. Learn how to use AI, do whatever, and then also learn a couple side hustles that AI might not be able to get into, or robots, whatever people like to call robots, AI too, might not be able to get into. Though they're gonna try to find a way in anything, but I think we're at the perfect point where we can learn a lot of other things, or learn a lot of things and learn how to implement AI. But people get too scared. Because I remember I worried a little bit, but then when it came to web dev, but then I was like, hold up, if I'm learning how to make a website, right? And I plan on eventually wanting to market myself and make a website for myself as someone who is going to either fix things or is going to, whatever website I do, build PCs, I don't know, do something, a website. I'm realizing that even if AI can make you your website, at some point you're going to have to pay for AI, meaning you're technically going to pay for your website. So then I was like, I'm realizing regardless, even if this skill doesn't become as big of a side income, which I never really cared for it to be, but let's say I can't use it at all, I could just use it for myself. And that's where people miss it. It's like, learn stuff that you could use for yourself too. It's beneficial. It's less money for you. Whenever I make my website, I can make my website. People can't do that. They're going to have to pay either AI or someone else. But no, I know exactly how to make my website. I know how to host it. And I can do it all for free. Except for like the hosting. But it's like, come on. That's how you should do it. But I'm a big learner, man. Like, I want to learn everything. Like, eventually when I get my house, before I even get one, I want to learn maintenance because I ain't paying nobody to fix shit. I want to fix it myself. Like, I'm gonna go hella crazy. Hella crazy. But people fall into it. But one day people are gonna open their eyes, and I just hope they open it quick enough, because if you open it too slow, you're gonna legitimately get left. People are gonna be too far advanced at that point. It's gonna feel like a damn Fortnite lobby. If you didn't start in the beginning and you try to hop in now, you're screwed. That's straight up what it's gonna be. I don't even play Fortnite, but that's why I don't play it, because I don't play all the damn time. And as soon as you play, immediately people are just doing shit you could never do. I'm like, yeah, nah, let's sit back. I literally used the Gemini 3 thing today, and where I just told it go update that database, it took 4 to 5 times back and forth and a little hand holding, but it did it. If I had done that fully by my hand, it would have took 4 to 5 times as long. No facts. That's why I'm saying, like, it's getting there. It's definitely better than someone trying to do it themselves, but it's not at that point where it gets it first try. And it needs that hand. But who's going to be that hand? It's going to have to be a person. So there's still going to be jobs for people. But at some point, man, they're going to get crazy. They're going to get crazy. And that's when it's going to suck. Or not even, actually, because I was about to say. Because I was going to say a lot of people are probably going to have to work at, like, warehouses. But then I was like, hold on, not even. Because they're trying to, literally with the, was it UPS or was it Amazon or something? They're literally trying to sit there and have robots do the jobs. I think they already did layoffs because of that. So it's like, man, at some point, what the hell are people gonna do? You're gonna be screwed. They want self-driving trucks. And shoot, we would have thought years ago that would have been a joke, but having that self-driving Tesla, I mean, obviously they don't let it go on the road by itself, but I think you can get in trouble now. I mean, not by itself. I mean, they don't let it go on the road by itself, but even if you use it, you can kind of get in trouble. Even if you're in the car, but at some point, it's not impossible to do. So it's gonna be tough. But I don't think we're that close. I would hope that by then I'm in like a good networking role, maybe in a manager type of position. Hopefully I rose up in that company. I don't know. Before it gets crazy like that, try to have a good little spot. Get to know some people. I don't want to get left nowhere. Stop playing. Well, healthcare might be a good one. I don't think they're going to allow a robot to do health. I would hope not. That might have to be my backup plan. He said, I do have to go to sleep now. I'm from Germany and it's 12 a.m. here. Oh, damn. So do me a big favor and stick with the Evi Nemeth book. I literally can't recommend it enough. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I told myself to go, when I got to raid 0, to go back to the book. Damn. Well, I guess I'm on raid 1. That's not bad. But thank God you just reminded me of that. CompTIA is also good stuff, but I never got that cert. It's more of a US thing. Okay. That's pretty dope. But alright, man. I'll catch you later. Good night. Hopefully you can tune in tomorrow's stream. Should be at 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. EST. I don't know if that's... I think that might be early for you. If it's 12 a.m. there... Oh, that might be real early for you then. I think. Unless I'm doing that so backwards. Yeah, it might be real early. But yeah. Alright, man. I'll catch you in the next one. It's fun talking to you. But we got raid 1 mirroring... I do gotta see real quick if I could find this in this notebook, because I completely forgot. I told myself to go back here, and I have no idea. Where was that at? Oh, wait. I keep forgetting I had to search. Okay, hold on. Raid 1. Perfection. Hopefully this works. So this is raid 0. What did I specifically write to see if I felt like I got good information? I completely forgot. And it kind of gets to the point, too. I wrote a bunch of nothing. So it says raid 0 is strictly used to increase performance. I put raid 0 improve system performance, but okay, it was written a little bit different. By it says it combines 2 or more drives of equal size, but instead of stacking them end to end, you said best to see you around, best of luck for the job search, and keep studying. You're gonna make it. Makes me happy to see. Hey, thank you so much, man. And those words are super encouraging, and I really hope that ends up happening, man. I really hope it ends up happening. Thank you so much. It's definitely what keeps me going. So I'm looking for, it says, in spreading them across multiple disks, this process is called scripting. So let's see if they get in there, but instead of stacking them end to end, it strips, I don't know, data alternatively among the disks in a pool, sequential, what the hell? Why can't I pronounce that? Sequential? Reads and writes are therefore spread among several disks. Okay, I think I kind of got that. Decreasing write. Note that RAID 0 has reliability characteristics that are significantly inferior to separate disks. A 2-drive array has roughly double the annual failure rate of a single drive, and so on. Okay, so they kind of wrote the same thing, but they didn't write anything about stripping and nothing about 1 and 0s, or 0, 1, 2, and 3. A set of blocks distributed across the disk forms a stripe. Yeah, they didn't really talk about the stripe. Did we get into that later? Maybe they're more focused on this. RAID levels 2, 3, and 4 are defined but are rarely deployed. Yeah, okay, so they kind of give like a brief overview. Maybe they kind of get to the point, while this one, you don't really need to talk about that stuff. Yeah, because I already got into software and hardware. I believe hardware is you have like a RAID controller or something to use to kind of mess with. It's a physical type of RAID, but then there's also a software type of RAID that I believe is inside. Wait, no. Damn. The hardware is either inside the PC or in like a networking rack. Well, I think the software is somewhere on the software. That's all I could say. I'm trying to see real quick if they have the 0 and 1 thing. I want to make sure that I've read that. By the way, if y'all are new here, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button, man. I'm going to continue grinding and hopefully try to land a networking role and also study for this CompTIA A+. It's going crazy, y'all. We're literally just grinding it out. And we're documenting every single step of the way. I've currently been on here for 35 days straight. If I miss a day, I'll let y'all know, but so far that hasn't happened. And yeah, we've just been going crazy. It says logically they are concatenations. Oh yeah, I forgot. I learned that word the other day. I mean, not the other day, back when I was coding. Don't really remember the definition. So 0 and 1, this is RAID 5. I mean, I guess they kind of wrote it good. It was similar. Let's go to RAID 1 here. I'm going to try to bounce back and forth between the websites because I don't want to miss anything, but I don't want to write too much. So it's just saying, let me zoom in because, like, what's going on? Because, like, nah, we can't read. That's what's going on here. So it says RAID level 1 is, like, come on. Pronunciation? Wait, hold on. Colloquially. Nope, it's not happening here. We're okay. Let's just move on. So RAID level 1 is C, known as mirroring. Oh, okay, perfect. So why the Why did we use that word? Okay, so we got into it. We have the definition here. Mirroring. I like that. Writes are duplicate. Well, sorry. Writes. Is that even making sense? Writes are duplicated to 2 or more drives simultaneously. Let's see what they said. This enhances reliability by creating an identical copy mirror of each data block on separate disks. This ensures that even if one disk fails, the data remains accessible from its duplicate. While this configuration is highly reliable, it requires significant storage overhead. I like how it kind of got to the point there. I'm not going to hold you. It says this arrangement makes writes slightly slower than they would be on a single drive. I feel like this is talking about two different things. Like it's the same thing, but a little bit different. However, it offers read speeds comparable to RAID 0 because reads can be farmed out. RAID levels 1 plus 0 and 0 plus 1 are stripes of mirror set or mirrors of stripe sets. Logically, they are concatenations of 0 and 1, I figured. But many controllers and software implementations provide direct support for them. The goal of both modes is to simultaneously obtain the performance of RAID 0 and redundancy of RAID 1. I know I've low-key been glitching, but I know my big words, bro. Stop playing. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine trying to say simultaneously is a big word. I'll be done for. Yeah, I think I might go back here. I do like this book. But I feel like looking at it from side to side, I feel like this website is getting to the point, and then this one's making me use my brain. But I think having it side by side is great. You know what I mean? It's great. So let's go to the mirroring. Enhances reliability by creating an identical copy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know eventually it got there in that paragraph that that's what this does. But it took a minute. I just can't wait because I'm going to eventually, I don't know if I should do my CCSP, which is more for networking, but it's still pretty much a beginner's type of certification. I know some people would skip the CompTIA A plus, get that one because it's quicker, and I believe it's also cheaper. And they've been able to land, help desk roles. But I feel like my goal as of right now is kind of to stick to freelance work, hands-on labs, and independent work. And to pretty much just kind of stack certifications as I get those things as experience. But then to eventually try to land a help desk role. I'm not sure. I mean, a part-time would be great. But then, like I said, I started to look at, I'm someone as of right now, because of my circumstances, I'm somewhat have to be picky. Because my main job that I have that pays the bills, that is my current job, does everything, is one of the worst time schedules in the world. And so I was realizing that even if I try to do like a full-time position, whether it was remote or even in person, it's going to, no matter what, fall into the time that I start my second job, and that's not going to work. So, or start my real job, I meant. That's not going to work. So what I'm realizing is I'm going to have to think of something different unless I'm able to find a part-time. So I'm probably just going to spam part-time jobs in person and or on remote. Who cares if I get it or not? Just spam them. Have good resumes though. Don't go too crazy. And pretty much try to see if I could land one. If I can't land a part-time, it's going to have to be freelance work because it's not going to make sense for me to leave my current job for a help desk position. It just won't. So hopefully I could find something. Gotta pray on it. See if something will give, man. Gotta see if something will give. But yeah, so currently right now I'm realizing that a lot of these questions and a lot of the things that I'm learning are going to be on the CompTIA A+. So it's going to be crazy whenever we end up getting into it and just looking, just at the CompTIA A+, man. Like, and the scary part though is I heard if you buy the test, it's about $500 or so. And pretty much if you end up failing, some of them might have a bundle where you could retake for a cheaper price, but you're going to have to sit there and repay it. And I was like, damn, because imagine I fail. Well, hopefully I would fail one of them. Like, I don't want to fail at all because I think the first one is hardware, and that's the one I'm confident in. So I'm like, I could see myself passing that like this. The second one, though, I believe is software and networking. So I really gotta be like on my time there. Like I gotta do it. I legitimately am gonna have to do it. So hopefully I can study a little bit more on the networking and the software side of things But hardware, I'm very confident. I'm just trying to finish up on some final touches, which is the storage, because these things might be asked on the CompTIA A Plus, and then we can move down into a little bit more of the software and networking side of things this whole December. And I'm just really hoping that this is the month where I'm going to possibly buy a PC and get hands on. I think that would be super fun to end up doing with you guys on live and on video as well. I think it's going to just be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So you have, for example, block 0 is stored on disk 0 and its duplicate on disk 1. Hold on, what? So block 0, I'm assuming block 0, actually I don't know. Are they talking about this? Is stored on disk 0 and its duplicate is disk 1. I'm just not even gonna. Okay, block 1. I'm assuming this is block 1. Or this could just be disk 1. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Block 1 is stored on disk 2. Oh, right here. Sorry. Block 1 is stored on disk 2. And its duplicate is 3. So I think they're talking about going down. Or they're talking. I'm not even gonna fucking. Oh, they're saying disk 2 and disk 3 are the same. And disk 0 and disk 1 are the same? Because this disk 0's duplicate is disk 1? Oh, disk 2's duplicate is disk 3. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Oh, not the fucking website accidentally show. Not even. They probably did this on purpose. They're like, bitch, look at the big. They're like, look at the chart. I gotta stop cussing, bro. I hate cussing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know why I'm getting so comfortable with cussing right now. It's not good. And let's go, for example, we gotta go block 0 is stored on disk 0. So I think I kind of got the gist there. But we do have to end up getting into the job hunting very soon, y'all. So definitely stay tuned. I just want to take this last note on particularly RAID 1. Duplicate on disk 1. And then I gotta do block 1 is stored on disk 2. I still kind of don't get what block 1 is unless they're talking about literally the number 1 is duplicate on disk 3. So understandable. So mirroring level 2 in the figure, mirroring level 2 indicates that there are 2 copies of each block. So then that one gets a little bit more deeper about the mirroring side of things. I know this one kind of just jumps to level 5. So I'm not sure, and I don't think it continues, because this right here, right here, 0 plus 1, mirror of stripes. And it's a stripe of mirrors. Oh, there's a difference. Hold on. This is about to get somewhere. Oh, so stripe of mirrors. Okay, hold on. Mirrors of stripes, it looks like if the left one, this one is the same as this one, and then this one is the same as this one. It's literally just the same thing on both sides. But a stripe of mirrors is the same. Wait, hold on. That was so bad. Give me a second. I got this. I'm going to try to understand. They have one here that's similar to one here that's similar, but they're in 2 separate brackets in RAID 0s, if that makes sense. And then vice versa. While here is in RAID 0, everything in RAID 1 is the same. And then everything in RAID 1 over here is the same. It's so fucking difficult, gang. I get it, though. The visual was helpful. That's all I could say. And I think this is what they're trying to explain. Indicates that there are 2 copies of each block distributed across different disks. RAID 0 was unable to tolerate any disk failure, but RAID 1 is capable of reliability. Evaluation. Assume a RAID system with mirroring level 2. Okay, I kind of like this. But let's go real quick, just because we've been streaming for about an hour right now. We're going to go and get into the job hunting the side of things. So give me 1 second. We're going to jump to this camera, and we're going to go and look up, like we normally do, remote help desk jobs in the USA. And I want to see if there's probably a different website to post these jobs. Because I feel like I'm running into the same ones every single day. And then I keep thinking they're different ones, and it's not. So these ones look pretty cool. Let's click. Does it show anything? They have the description. Job posted to. It's about 7 hours ago. Posted on 7 hours ago. Damn. December 31st. Oh, apply before. I'm like, it's not even December 31st yet. I don't know if this website is going to work. Like, is eventually the more I click on stuff, is it gonna stop me? They got clipboard, they got Brooklyn, senior account manager, like technical port, customer success specialist. Yeah, a lot of this isn't. I mean, they have customer support jobs, but this isn't what I'm looking for. Jobs, 2 careers. I guess Indeed is just Indeed has to be the wave, low key. Job 2 careers is literally a rip off of Indeed. I'm not even about to hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, that was crazy. Let me see if I can find part time. I feel like, oh, I did this yesterday and I couldn't. Let me actually do it on, not even on Indeed. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. We're about to get into this job search. I would kind of want to do it on LinkedIn because I feel like LinkedIn has a little bit more opportunities. I just want to see if we can find part-time roles that are like how much wow. Sorry, I got excited. Wait, hold on. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's jump back. Let's go into this live. Let's look at a couple of these jobs, y'all. Let's look at a couple of these jobs. So in particular, these ones, I guess, are in particular, they allow for part-time position. This should hopefully be good for me. These will probably be the ones that I would do. And so far, there's about 50 of them that popped up. That's pretty good. This is even an internship. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind anything. As long as it's part-time. As long as I can get some studying in, I can care less. Legitimately. So, oh wait, my fault. I forgot. I always forget to turn this camera off. We might come back to studying after this, but wait, where the hell's my camera? Oh, it's right here. Turn that off. Bammers. Sorry. Now let's get right into it. So we got tier 1 help desk technician remote. There's about already 200 applicants. People want this job. Okay, people want this job. So it's scary. So the base page is $18 an hour to $20. That's not bad. Entry level seniority, part-time, like I said. Super goated. It looks a little funny. It looks a little funny, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. May look like it's not real, but we can just read. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't want to keep saying that about every company. Okay, so these are the resources. IT services. Oh, actually, I kind of like this. Because it's kind of trying to tell you like what I'm pretty sure you would get used to. I think. IT services, managed IT, co-managed IT services, security compliance, Microsoft 365 tenant management. Yeah, a lot of people use this. So you definitely got to get handy with one of these. We got agency, optimization, there's training, there's auditing. I love it. Oh, I think they rewrote it a couple times. Oh, this is fake. They rewrote this a couple times. This has to be fake. Full-time remote. That's not even what this is. It literally says part-time. This has to be fake, gang. What are we talking about? And then you need a reference. Oh, you don't need one. I think they're asking to upload your resume. I'm sorry. The way they wrote this, I can't take it seriously. Let's just go over here. Maybe I'm tripping. So 108 applications. Not 200. That makes me feel good. When do they want to fill this role? Oh, they don't say. They don't say. So we're looking for a qualified help desk technician. Well, look here. I'm not going to be qualified. So serve as a professional and competent point of contact for customers seeking technical assistance over the phone. Okie doke. I like that. There is discover the best solution based on the issues. Okay, here we go, y'all. This is what they expect from us. These are our technician requirements here. Can y'all really see the screen? Let me try to zoom in a little. Where's my plus? Oh, shit, that's too close. Back up. All right, right here. So it says actively pursuing a degree in cybersecurity. Wait, what the hell is CIS? I can't even think about that. Cybersecurity, CIS, or related field. I wonder why they never just say information technology, like IT. There's an IT degree. So then it says, and I know this is preferences, some experience as help desk technician or other customer support role. Nice. Tech savvy with working knowledge of office automation products, databases, and remote control. Good understanding of computer systems, mobile devices, which is something I need to get into. But I feel like if I can understand a computer system, it's not going to be too hard to learn about a mobile device. It's going to take them probably a month. Ability to diagnose and solve basic technical issues. I love that. Must be eligible to work in the U.S. without sponsorship. What does that mean? They must have been getting a lot of people from all over the world. All right, 52 applicants. 52. Either people don't like part-time jobs and or this is a scam. This is the Gideon's International. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's see what they want from us. This is an department. Oh, sorry. Part-time, non-exempt. Love that. The information technology intern / part-time supports the IT department in providing exceptional technology services across the organization. So this is a paid internship that they are calling part-time. Offers hands-on experience in various aspects of IT, including end-user support, system administration, networking. I'm freaking out, and then cybersecurity. I love that too. Oh, I think this is just talking about the specific company. I mean, if they have a networking internship, I might want to apply for that one over applying for the help desk. I'm not going to hold you, but I'll apply to both. Who knows? What if I got offered? What if I got offered a networking position? I don't even know anything about networking. I would literally run. So interns will work with experienced IT professionals. First of all, this already sounds like it's in person. Right? This is in Nashville, Tennessee. I might have to move. Manages the daily IT support queue, resolving issues with staff, install, configure it, love it, and test new hardware and software for headquarters staff. Assist with the user and group of management, uses their cloud, Active Directory, Office 365. This one doesn't look too bad. I just have a feeling. Because it keeps saying work closely. I have a feeling this isn't in person, and I can't move here. Follow verbal, Mac. Okay, let's just see if we can find where this is at. Does it say it? I have to report to the senior manager. I'm surprised they don't say themselves that this is remote. I mean, it popped up. Oh, you know what? I actually don't think this is still showing remote jobs. It should be. Oh yeah, see, it's part-time and then I just realized that. I thought it was also showing remote jobs. I think I screwed myself. But this isn't bad. This one was remote, I think. I believe so. So we have something. This is another little internship. Damn, this is dope. Flexible schedule. Honestly, I'm not even going to hold you. I probably would apply to these internships and just see if they'll let me go remote. Because if it's part-time anyway, and then I also know how to work, or know how to do it, then just take me. You know what I mean? Just starts arguing with them. Take me. We're looking for an ambitious and motivated IT intern. It's me. I'm your gal. Or you can call me. You might get confused, but I am your girl. Alright, serve as the first point of contact. Understood. All fun, help desk tickets. Oh wait, you'll be learning real life experience. Must be a recent graduate. I don't care what you say. I'm still applying. A problem solver with customer service mindset, foundational understanding, strong communication, proactive attitude, high level of efficiency, having previous internship experience, and solid understanding in networking. We're going to get here. But that's not bad. Remember, if these internships, these are all prefers, even though they said a preparation. What the hell? How do you say that? These are all what they prefer. Even though it says must-haves. Hit that apply button. All right, let's keep going. This one's about over 200. Entry-level help desk. When they say this, well, actually, there are a lot of people who live in California, so maybe this isn't remote. Failure to complete screening questionnaire will not be considered. Yikes. Upload a resume. Fill out our screening. Okay, I like that. So 75% is remote. The fact, though, that they are willing to do this, it's possible we can go 100% if they like me. It's possible. Bachelor's degree in this, strong knowledge of IT and security principles, excellent verbal communication, yada, yada, yada. I like that. It's not bad. This is a front desk coordinator. I don't even know if this is IT anymore. Yes, I think we went to physical therapy. Let's go here. Part-time seasonal. That's okay. 25 applications. It better be remote. It better fucking be. Says the JP 6 to 12 months of experience or all of them. So these are also first responders. I don't see where it says anything, but it doesn't look like a bad job. I honestly would apply to a bunch of these. Oh, right here, the wage is $19 an hour. That ain't bad. 401k. I'm surprised for this to be a part-time. You're giving me a 401k. That seems a little bit fake to me. This seems a little bit fake. How am I getting all of this in this part-time? But it's possible that it could be real. Who knows? I probably actually don't. Oh, this was 2 hours ago. Damn, be among the first 25 people already applied? Oh, it was a front desk flow. Sorry. We went somewhere else. Yeah, we went somewhere else. So we had a couple of them. That's not bad. Now let's go back and let's go to, what about contract roles? Because with contract roles, those schedules are a little bit or a lot of bit more flexible. And I'm willing to do a contract. Okay, so this is 100% remote. Love it. Already applied. No, I'm just kidding. Just click of a button. I'm already in. Actually, this one isn't bad. It's a contract role. It doesn't say the schedule. I hate when they do that. I guess that's something I'm gonna have to like communicate with them. I'll be like, listen, I work from here to here. Now help me. So it's a 6 months long. I like that. That's not bad. Hopefully they don't let me go off contract. There's about 61 applicants. And IT help desk, it has benefits. I don't understand how they can have benefits. Oh no, these are contracts. Okay, sorry, I thought this was part-time. There's a whole year. Potential for extension or even permanency. This isn't bad. It's calling my name. A lot of these, sorry, I'm just a little bit uncomfortable in this damn chair, low-key. The chair is comfortable, it's just me. It's $21 an hour. This is in Ohio. Looking to kickstart your IT career? Come home. No, I'm just kidding. Come here. So if you have, sorry, trust me, that was the chair. If you have a bachelor's in computer science, information systems, or a related field, 0 to 2 years, provide technical support for hardware, software, network issues, troubleshoot and resolve IT issues, set up and configure computer systems and software, respond to your user inquiries. Like it, the job seems nice. Training, mentorship, and career growth. Doesn't say if it's in person, but we can negotiate. We can definitely negotiate. Well, actually, where would this be? Oh, wait, no, never mind. It would be here. Direct message the job poster. Okay, I like that. $21 an hour, too. $21 an hour. He ain't playing. Russell ain't playing. Alright, so I like that. I'm gonna have to I definitely like that one. Definitely like that. Oh, wait, Russell Tobin is the company? This sounds like a guy. Oh, well, it is a contract. He probably is doing some big work. Straight up. So this range is for the Acro Service Corps. About 22 to 24. This ain't bad neither. This ain't bad neither, y'all. It's about another 12-month contract. Yikes. I mean, love it. This is Help Desk Service Specialist 2. Oh, it's on site. Dang it. I wish I lived around these places. CompTIA A Plus, Network Plus, Security Plus, MCSA, Windows 10. Is this like a certification? Oh, this is a certification? What the hell type of certification is this? Hold on, because I might want to go for it. The Microsoft Certified Solutions, which was retired in 2021 and replaced by role-based certifications that can also be used to major county sheriffs of America. We're focused on this. An entry-level IT certification from Microsoft that validates skills in installing, configuring, and managing. Yes, you probably don't need exactly that one. Wait on. How did I open that up? I thought I typed it here. Where'd my website go? Oh. And this one is MCESE. I've never heard of these. Do you really need to? I mean, you probably don't need to get it, but like, is it helpful? This is the Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer. It was a high-level IT certification. Oh, was. Y'all seen that? But it was replaced. So then why do they keep... Okay, whatever. They keep showing me some old applications. That's probably why people didn't apply. And this was about a week ago. So Udemy IT Help Desk Professional. And then, oh, this is another one. I always wonder what the hell this one is. Is this one like the IT Fundamentals or something? Information Technology Infrastructure Library is a widely recognized of best practices for IT service management. It helps organizations align IT services with businesses. Aligns IT services with business goals to ensure IT supports. Okay, I guess I'm going for this one. Alright, let's keep going. On to the next. Which one is this? Acro. Goodness. This is about 40 applications too. I'm seeing a lot of what I would apply for. I just hope that they would allow me to work really, this is full on site, 5 day a week. So this one can't happen. Alright, let's just move on. And this is like IT service desk technician. It feels like I'm doing things with my hands. I'm not finna hold you. Completion of the IT help desk apprenticeship program. I wish they had an apprenticeship here. If they had an apprenticeship where I lived, trust me, I'm in and out. In and out. You're gonna see me for one day and just have finished everything in there. Urgent need. 45 applications. Why have you not got more? High school diploma, AS or bachelor's degree in computer science or equivalent, A plus, N plus, security plus. I like it. I like it. What's going on? This is 12. Oh, the 40-hour thing. I'm assuming that's what's getting people, huh? That's honestly that's what's got me. I mean, I could, yeah, no. I mean, I could if it fits my schedule. It's just difficult. It's difficult. That's why I need to see if I can do like part-time gang. This might be in person. That's in Arizona. Where exactly? Wait, I'm lost. Oh, it's right here. Okay. I'm like, where's the next one? The IT operations specialist. So there's a couple of them that we can't do. There's a couple that we could do. I gotta make my resume. I'm not gonna show y'all my actual resume, but I do gotta make my resume, and I'm gonna show like me. I'm probably gonna make a YouTube video on it because one of these days I'll be applying to these damn careers, to these jobs. Not really expecting too much from it. Don't really need it yet, but just cause. So ideal for someone starting their career in tech, eager to gain experience. We are seeking a motivated and detail-oriented IT operations specialist to support the daily operations. What you'll do is image and configure computers to support new hires. I like that. 0 to 2 years. I like that. You must be independently authorized to work in the U.S. We're unable to sponsor or take over sponsorship of an employment visa for this role at this time. It's $30 an hour. It's not really saying how much hours you will do, but this possibly could be negotiated. I like that. You might end up applying. Service desk analysis for $18 to $21 an hour. This doesn't look like a contract role. Oh, it is. This is contract based out here. So I'm assuming it's not remote, but you can definitely see if we could possibly negotiate those things. And like I said, remember, if you end up getting accepted for these interviews and then you do well, and let's say you sit there and you're like, oh, I can only do remote or something, I know it might feel like you wasted their time. Some of them might feel like that too. But, and it might be the first question that they honestly ask, but the point is that you never know what talking to these people, if they know other companies that could be hiring, and if they could sit there and push you to somebody else. So always leave a good impression. Always leave a good impression. I like this. I like this. 12 months with the possibility of an extension, but it's fully on site. And this company is hiring a lot. They should just honestly, damn, they're hiring a bunch. Oh, but it's in different states though. Is this the one? Oh, yeah, it's fully on site. Damn. What is this place in my state? Like, come on. This is crazy. On site 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday, first shift. It's probably like 7 to 3. A field service technician. I wouldn't mind doing this. It's about 18. Oh, damn, this is 18 to $20. I thought a field service technician got paid way more. Is a field service technician like, it seems like they get paid the same as help desk. And I believe with field service, I'm positive. Wait, let me see. Oh, so that's what this dude was? I met this guy before that used to do this stuff right here. Guess he was a field service technician. Basic troubleshooting. Ability to stand and walk. So I guess a field technician or service technician is just someone that goes to people's places. I guess. Alright, so things turned a little bit different here. Let's get out of part-time or out of contract. Let's just do pick nothing. We could do anytime. So let's pick nothing and let's kind of see what pops up. So we can have a mix of like full-time, part-time careers. Oh wait, but I still need remote there though, just in case, because obviously I don't work, I'm not here. So we gotta click remote. Damn, that immediately switches to 46 while there was 488, but obviously that's understandable. So there's not too many applications. Honestly, I remember there was like a good couple hundreds. So that's crazy that it ended up, switching. People are actually applying. People are actually getting hired, y'all. So I think the best thing to look for when it comes to IT support, or maybe just any jobs in general, is people normally like to hire around January to February, because some people end up leaving after the peak season because the pay isn't the same. There's not that much overtime, so sometimes they might quit. So you might have a good opportunity to get in around those times. But the main times is always before the holidays, so like August, September. Those are the times because they normally need a good amount of people during those holidays. So make sure you check at those times. You can check throughout the year as well, but those would probably be the main times when certain opportunities do end up opening up for some people. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to kind of see if my stream was still up. That's good. Communication skills, willingness to learn, high speed hardwired, 5G, C skills for success below. I like this. Damn, $13 an hour. They playing with people, but it's okay. As long as they don't make me work 40 damn, did they say 40 hours a week? 8 a.m. to 5. Why do they keep doing me like this? It's like it goes right into my main job. I can't do it. I can't. I don't care. I'm gonna have to negotiate or something. I'm like, listen, I know it says full time, but I'm coming part time, and that's it. And just starts yelling at them. I'm like, I'm coming part time, sir. I'm coming part time. All right, so we're about to go and transition back into a little bit of studying because I want to get this raid stuff done. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on because I want to get this raid stuff done. I already did the laundry. Got to do this TV thing soon. So maybe I could study just for a little bit longer. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream, having a blast. Just watching me kind of job hunt, kind of rant, talk about the CompTIA. Going crazy. If y'all are new here, make sure you hit that sub button. I'm going to come on every single day, like I've already been doing, to go and learn IT support and to, eventually pass this CompTIA A+, eventually to land an IT support role. But the goal is to get into networking, y'all. But we can't just jump from here, from nothing to networking, right? We got to build something up, and I have it in me. I really have faith and believe that this is meant for me and that it will end up happening. Let's hop back into this little bit of studying that we were just getting into with the raid. Just because I think raid is simply about the storage, and we're a little bit almost done when it comes to module 4. We're about to get into, not module 4, sorry, we're already in module 5, but we're about to get to a point where we basically can jump over to the software side of things, which I think I have a good understanding of already, but we're gonna see. And then we're gonna try to jump over a little bit to the networking side of things, and then bam, y'all, we got there. We are gonna get there. It's gonna be super fun, and I'm just super happy that you guys are here joining me, following along, watching this journey. So make sure you hit that sub button and follow along, man. We got regular YouTube videos coming out, and I got live stream every single day. I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of those journeys for the books. It's gonna end up happening. We're gonna get way deeper, hands-on with a lot of stuff. So definitely stay tuned. So we got mirroring level 2. Indicates that there are 2 copies of each block. So 2 copies of each block. Okie doke, and let's continue pushing this forward. Distributed across different disks, so we gotta make sure that we get that part down pat as well. But man, I'm just so happy to finally realize, low-key, the whole time I've already been trying to study for the CompTIA A+, but I wanted to keep it about the basics. But then now that I'm thinking about it, the CompTIA A+ kind of does have, the basic type of questions as well. It's just a scary test to fail, though, because it's expensive, and it's the one that a lot of people want to make sure that you have. Not like you need it. There's a lot of people who got hired in help desk roles or just IT support positions, and they probably never even touched a damn certification. They just know how to do it, right? But for me, especially just because nowadays, I feel like it just makes sense for me to try to get all these certifications plus experience, man. And I just feel it deep down in my gut, deep down in my soul, that this is probably something I'm meant to do. And I really just love the concept of computers. It's fun. The only hard thing so far that I feel like I've ran into, which could just be me, is RAID. But I feel like it's only difficult because I feel like I can't tell what is going to be on a quiz if it were to be about RAID, because I don't know everything about RAID. I just want to learn about what is on the quiz. And the thing is that this website is kind of telling me everything, so I can't pinpoint what's important and what's not, because when you don't really know something, how could you tell if you're going to need to know it or know the specific thing? So it's a little bit confusing, but I think I'm just going to do a couple of practice questions specifically today. And then I also have tomorrow off, so I'm just going to make sure that I continuously just get my studying in when it comes to RAID and when it comes to all the stuff that I'm currently struggling with. And it's not too much of struggle. I think RAID is just number one. And then I believe, I don't think I have a struggle with BIOS or UFI. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I don't think I have a struggle there. My main issue with BIOS is sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes I can get it and then sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I can understand why you want to go to the BIOS for certain issues, and then sometimes I'll be like, okay, you would go to the BIOS, and then, you know, the website will be like, well, you don't need to. And I'm like, well, so that's kind of where I'm like a little bit lost there. So I just need a couple more questions on BIOS and RAID, and then I think I'm honestly good to go and good to keep pushing, and a little bit more on storage, even though but that's just because that's something we're learning right now. So there's still a couple of things for hardware, but we're super close before we end up hopping into the software type of section, and then I just can't wait to touch that networking side, because once I start learning about networking, y'all, that's when I feel like I can truly understand if I feel like networking is my passion or not. So I'm kind of scared, but I think I'm going to like it. I think I'm going to like it. It was so funny because I was listening to this dude who was saying, like, as a senior in any type of position, whether it's like networking or IT support, they always say that those people don't really do things. They'll be like, people don't really do stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. It's so funny. They'll be like, you know, help desk does more work because the senior people just kind of sit there and don't really do that much, but they do the hard stuff. But it's like not that much work. I was like, that's crazy. So once you kind of get there, you're set. Where did I write this? You said, wait, hold on. Blocks to take. I want to make sure I'm writing the right things. I put blocks to take. Why would I write that? Or blocks? Oh, of these. Okay, sorry. Of these discs have. Okay, that's where I am. I'm like, where the hell am I? All right, let me go read real quick what you said. You said, why did I say BIOS like that? Oh, am I saying it weird? Is there supposed to be, are you supposed to say it in a different way? Oh, man. I thought I was saying BIOS correctly. That sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't really mind. I kind of like calling it BIOS. How are you supposed to pronounce it? Well, it's going to be difficult trying to write that, huh? But we got discs 1 and 3. Got to make sure we get that note. Period. And so in the best case, N2 disk failures can be handled. So let's just put best case. Well, I don't really got to write that part. Just put N2 disk failures can be handled. Perfection. Says capacity. We got to get into this part now. And then capacity NB2, only half the space is being used to store data. The other half is just a mirror of the already stored data. Oh, now I'm starting to get it. So when they're talking about like this picture here, I don't know if they're specifically talking about RAID 1 or RAID 0. Let me go see real quick. I think they're talking about RAID 1. Yeah, they're talking about RAID 1. So they're saying specifically in RAID 1 that one of the spaces is actually saving the storage. Wait, hold on, because this is 1 to N2. So if we're lucky 0 disks and 2 fail, this can be handled. I think I'm starting to understand it a little better, but it's still somewhat confusing. I feel like I might need to watch like a YouTube video on it and see a lot of pictures to kind of get it. I think writing it down isn't going to help me, because what I thought this was saying is that in this diagram, that one of them, which it might be saying that, but one of them is the actual copy, or like the actual storage, I meant, while the other one is the copy of it, I think is what that's saying. So one of them is the one actually being used, but then the other half is just the mirror of what already has been stored. So it's not really a copy then, it's a mirror. Because I think if you say copy, it might come off a little bit different. So yeah, I think that's it. That is it. Damn, bro, you told me why did I say BIOS like that, but you're not telling me how to say it. I'm like, did I say it wrong, man? Did I say it wrong? I don't know. So we gotta do NB/2, and then we gotta go only half the space is being stored. So let me make sure I write that part down. But yeah, I think I'm probably after this stream, I might end up hopping to a nice little video that can probably explain this a lot better. Just a lot better. With hopefully some diagrams, or at least with what I need to know for CompTIA A+. Because, you know, sometimes ChatGPT, they can definitely have that type of stuff wrong. And they be hyping you up too. They be trying to encourage you. They be like, listen, you got this. I'm like, bruh. I don't need no more hyping. I feel good, but then what if I seriously screwed up? Sorry, part of me really wanted the color up here for some reason. I don't know what the hell that is. So half is just a mirror. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. So there's a couple of advantages of this. It covers complete redundancy and it can increase data security, but it is highly expensive and storage capacity is less. So, okay, if that's highly expensive, I always assumed that RAID 5 was like the goated one. So if you're calling that expensive, is this not expensive? Let me see. Complex, if both disks gets damaged, data will be lost forever. Damn. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe RAID 5 isn't the goated one. They kind of get into detail about 3, 4, and 3, 4, and I think 6, but I think they said 3, 4, and 6 are normally, or not 6. Oh, 2, 3, and 4 are normally not used. They said they're rarely deployed, so I wonder why we're getting into so much detail. For simple script and mirrored, Linux gives you a choice of using a dedicated RAID system. Oh, that's why. So it gets back into the RAID system in here for this particular website. Okay, so that's why I'm like confused because it's not getting really to the point, but I just don't know if I need to know all that. That's the problem, man. That is the problem. So let's go back to RAID 1. Just want to make sure we're writing kind of the similar stuff here. I think oh yeah, so we're getting in, oops. Damn, what did I do? I click shift and everything like threw me. I literally got thrown. Alright, we're getting into the advantages and the disadvantages. I wonder which ones people kind of stick to. What do people normally buy? That's actually a question I could just ask right now on Google. I love when I ask those questions and I don't just look it up. Why do I do that? I don't know. So we could put it covers complete redundancy. I like that. Redundancy. And then it can increase speed. So increase data security and speed. I like that. But here are the disadvantages. It costs a lot. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it does say that it costs. That is highly expensive. But like I said, for it to be highly expensive, I will always assume that it must be the best. But that could be wrong. I know that's not always the case, but actually it's probably not the case for anything. You could sit there and buy something that's dummy cheap and it's like you swear up and down that performs better than the good one. But then again, you never really buy the good one to even know if that's true. So probably it's more efficient, but you just don't really go for it. That was so off topic. That was so off topic. Okay, let me see. What is the most common RAID used? Because I thought it was 5, right? Is the most common, particularly for enterprise environments and servers, because it strikes a good balance between performance and redundancy. It uses data stripping with distributed parity. Oh, parity, maybe. Which allows it to recover from a single drive failure. Advantages, it offers a good balance of storage efficiency. Okay. So I wonder back in the day, like, so why would anyone use anything different? Why would anyone use anything different? Let me look that up. Why would anyone use RAID 1? Just a question. It's for data redundancy and fault tolerance, which means it protects against a single drive failure. It allows blah blah blah. RAID 1 mirrors, high reliability, provides robust protection against driver failure. Disadvantages: reduced storage capacity. The usable storage capacity is equal to only one drive. Why didn't it say that as a disadvantage? Oh, it did. Sorry, y'all. I don't read, apparently. I guess I don't read. Excuse me. That was crazy. Okay, let's go back. Does anyone use RAID 0? It increases read and write speeds for applications such as gaming, video editing, and other extensive tasks, striping. Sorry. Data across, or maybe it is striping. Data across multiple drives. RAID 0 allows for faster yada yada, but why is it not used? So it's used to reduce game loadings for faster blah blah blah. Well, hold on. RAID 0 offers no protection against driver failure. So if any... Oh, is this what they used to use back in the day? This requires a backup strategy. I feel like back in the day, they definitely used to do shit like this. But my thing is, what I'm considering is that is RAID, like, if you picked a certain RAID, are you able to, like, change the RAID? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm like assuming that you can't change, like, so if I have RAID, like, I'm confused. Like, is this physical? If I have RAID 0, can I switch, I don't know, to RAID 1? Like that, like, that's where my mind is. It's like, what is a RAID? So you cannot switch directly from 0 to 1. You must back up all data, delete RAID 0, and create new RAID 1, and then restore the data. Oh, so then that means you don't need to... You need to buy something? Hold on, real quick. Do you buy RAID? Whether you should buy RAID depends on what you mean. RAID can refer to the popular... Please, guys. That's my fault. RAID storage is technology that combines multiple... Okay, storage then. Come on, like, they're doing too much. Is the game called RAID Storage? Oh wait, never mind. Okay, here. Yes, you can buy RAID storage which combines multiple hard drives to improve performance. I don't know, man. This is starting to confuse me. So you can buy it. RAID is not a backup. RAID is designed to prevent downtime and data loss. Yeah, I'm gonna need a nice descriptory video because what the fuck. So I understand that it could be physical. I understand that it could be in the software. I understand that you can switch from 0 to 1, but you need to back up everything and then switch. Okay, wait. Oh, this is a better question. Do you need to buy RAID when switching to, I don't know, man, 0 to 1? I know this might sound crazy for someone who understands RAID, but trust me, I'm lost. No, you don't need to buy a new RAID controller. So this is talking about the software one, I think. Oh, wait, no, I think that's the hardware one. You need a controller. I don't recall. But you will need to back up all your data and add a second drive. So no. So why the hell would you buy it? Okay, just in case, RAID 5. Is there a difference? Okay, you don't need to, but you will need to buy at least one additional hard drive to convert RAID 0 to RAID 5, as RAID 5 requires a minimum of 3 drives to store data and parity information. You'll also need to have a full backup of your data because in most cases the conversion will require you to wipe. I'm gonna get it one day. Today's probably not the day, you know? I mean, I understand. I do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple notes for RAID. I would hope they don't ask me about RAID 2, 3, and 4 because they're not even important. I would legitimately hope not, so we're gonna do 5 and 6 here, and, you know, if I end up ever getting asked that question, that's absurd. So let's get into RAID 5. And we're gonna do the block level stripping or striping. I don't know, I say striping, but now for some reason I keep saying stripping. Yo, I cannot wait for GTA 6 to come out. I don't know why, but I've been like, I can't wait. I mean, I'm not like losing sleep over it, but I think it'll just be it's gonna be super fun, man. I probably played GTA, did I say GTA 5? I meant to say GTA 6, but I literally played GTA 5 story mode I want to say definitely over 20 times. Like probably 40, to be honest. Like I remember playing on the Xbox 360. Could even be more. I played on the 360. I played on the freaking um eventually I played on the Xbox One, and then I went and jumped to the PS5 or PS4 or whatever. Started playing on the PS5. Like it was damn. Actually, that game jumped. Like I think it's been on three consoles. Sorry, that was so random. But so Raid 5 builds on Raid 4 by distributing parity information. How long have I been on stream? Starting to have ADHD or something. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. Builds on RAID 4 by distributing parity information across all disks instead of storing it. Let me necessarily see what this says for RAID 5. It says RAID level 5 strips both data and parity information. I like how it says the same thing, but it doesn't say, or stripes, but it doesn't say that it came from RAID 4. Right? Like, I feel like that's strange. So I'm gonna have to just keep hopping back and forth. I don't know. So builds on. What doesn't say it takes it, but it says it builds on RAID 4. Oh, maybe I guess that probably would be confusing writing it like that. So distributes. I'm gonna go back here to this one. I think I like the way they wrote this. So let me do this. Both data and parity information. I like that. Adding redundancy while simultaneously removing read performance. I love that. I guess because all I know with storage so far after reading a bunch of RAID is you want redundancy. I don't know why. I hope that wouldn't be a question on the CompTIA or in any type of interview. I just would hope that this is something that we would just know. Okay? We would just know it. Because I don't know why. I can learn why. But I want to make sure that I'm learning what needs to be learned. And not just a bunch of BS that won't pop up on the damn quiz. Because that happened to me before. And you know, it was my fault. I remember, and I'm talking about my driver's test. I took my driver's test, right? Literally, I'm forgetting I'm like a junior driver. So I looked at none of those. I was more focused on the actual road. I was focused on road signs. I was focused on what you do. Blank, blank, blank. All my questions were about being a junior driver. I was like, why did I think otherwise? And I almost failed. But, you know, I passed. I was happy. But it was crazy. RAID 5 is more efficient in its use of disk space than is RAID 1. Okay, so now they're telling me why. Okay, this is a little bit better. By the way, if y'all are trying to learn IT support, this is the book. This is the book. It is called the Unix and Linux System Administration Handbook. There's a 5th edition. I'm currently reading the 4th edition though. But I do plan on eventually buying the 5th edition. I would hope that I can't get in trouble showing this 4th edition because it is very public. It's online. Like I didn't purchase this and then I'm just showing you the book. I mean, actually, can you get in trouble for that? Is that like a copyright issue? If I were to like buy the book online and show it everyone? I think so, because then people can't buy it. I mean, people don't have to buy it. They can just read whatever the hell I'm looking at, but granted, this is free. I'm not wrong here. Someone else did this. Someone else did this. You get that. If there are N drives in an array, at least 3 are required. If there are N drives in an array, at least 3 are required. N minus 1, or probably N to 1, of them can be stored data. The space efficiency of RAID 5 is therefore at least 67, whereas that of mirroring cannot be higher than 50. That got a little bit tricky for me, but we're going to just write it down. We can come back to this, spin the block another day. Another day, another hour. Probably watch a couple of videos, see what's up, see what ends up happening. Sorry, I swore I heard a step. I thought I heard a step. I don't know what that was, but definitely heard it. Definitely heard it. So N drives in an array. And then we're going at least 3 are required. And then we gotta go with the n-1. Let me go and highlight actually what I'm writing. Damn, can y'all see? Yeah, y'all should be able to see what I'm looking at. And one of them can store some space. By the way, if y'all are new here, man, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button because I'm currently going to be documenting every single day of me learning IT support, and I've been going hella strong for 35 days. So definitely hit that sub button. Come join me on this journey because I will just continue to keep pushing, keep going. You know, for a whole month, y'all, we've been going strong for a whole entire month, and we're going to continue to go even stronger. I've pursued web dev before, and I've done 7 months worth of this. So definitely stay tuned. I got some good content coming out as well. Just yesterday, I ended up uploading a hardware quiz, so definitely go and check out that video. It was super fun to go and film. Check out all the IT content so far. I've uploaded about 4 videos. There were some videos previously back in the day, but now I'm actually going to be consistent with it because at first I decided to choose web dev and then I became too consistent with web dev. But now, we've already been a month in. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm going to be going crazy with it. So we got RAID 5, and then RAID 5 is showing something a little bit different. Because like it's 1A, 1B, 1C, 1P. So it's kind of different across the way. Oh, wait a second. Because now I'm realizing this turns into 4P, this turns into 4A. So the only one that's different... Wait, no. I'm about to get a headache. This is 1A all the way down to P. This is 1B, then 3P, 3A. Then it goes 1C, 2P, 3B, 4B, 1P, 2C, 3C, 4C. So the first one has 1P, the same way the last one has 1P. Oh, they all have 1P. But this one turns into 4P, then this is 3P, 2P, 1. Oh, it goes in like a fucking little... sorry, I keep cussing, bro. What's going on? It goes in like a little diagonal. Is it the... But it's not the same way here, though. No, it's not the same way here. It's just A, B, and C. Oh, maybe it could be like that. A, B... No, B, B, C. So the only thing is that it goes 4P, 3P, 2P, 1P. That's like the only thing I could tell if this is RAID 5. Look from the left to the right. There should be P's. And then we got RAID 6 is similar to RAID 5 with 2 parity disks. A RAID 6 array can withstand the complete failure of 2 drives without losing data. So I think RAID 5 is only 1 drive, I believe, if one drive without losing data. It doesn't, for some reason it doesn't say it, but I believe so. It's supposed to be like 1 drive without losing data. One of the most commonly used RAIDs. Let me go and write that down because I don't think the notebook ended up saying that either. So commonly used because of RAID. Oh, oops, I put because of RAID configurations. Hold on. Because of balance. Sorry, we gotta make it clear. Because of balance between the reliability. So we're getting into this, man. This is crazy. The reliability, performance, and storage efficiency. So this is good for me to go and learn here. By the way, if y'all are new here, man, I am currently trying to learn IT support. I'm gonna go crazy for the next couple months documenting the entire journey. It's pretty lit here. So hit that sub button, come join me on this journey, man. Got any questions, you can ask them down below and I will answer away. So right now, this is the block level stripping. Data is divided into blocks and striped across all drives in the array. I'm honestly not sure if I need to take a note on this because over here is RAID 6. Like we immediately jump to RAID 6 and then we talk about why these RAIDs aren't here. But then I guess we kind of get into the RAID system here in the configuration. And then it keeps saying like go to these pages to like kind of see more. I just like how this website kind of gets to it. Seems like they read this book. So how far along are you with the cert? I am currently literally just beginner. Like, well, actually, I want to say that I know a lot about hardware, and I think Core 1 is hardware, right? So I think I'm pretty efficient when it comes to my hardware side of things. So I might be able to, like, I personally believe that I could pass the first quiz if that's the one that has, like, strong hardware in there. So I think there's, like, Core 1 and then Core 2. I think I could pass Core 1. But as of right now, I'm still kind of learning a little bit about data with the storage area, but we should be done either by tomorrow or the day after. And then I really need to get into, what is it called? Software and networking basics. Or not even basics, but just enough for the CompTIA A plus. I kind of need to get into those things. Software and networking, which I'm hoping that I can kind of learn that, within this December. Hopefully I can learn it all. If so, we can immediately take that test. But of course, I want to make sure I take it when I feel prepared. Don't want to rush nothing because that pay for the test is crazy. And then if you fail it, it's even crazier. So it's like, hey, it's something else. So now I'm right with you. Keep grinding. Just studying Network Plus right now. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm definitely gonna be going down that path because I really want to get into networking. Networking is like cybersecurity is like the goal, but networking is like my settlement. I just want to make it to networking, so I was planning on getting the Networking Plus. Eventually, I want to eventually get the freaking CCNA. I want to get I think there's like a CCSP, which is kind of like a beginner's networking certification. It wasn't too much money when I checked how much it was. So I'm like, yo, I really want to stack a lot of these certifications, but I also got to remember experience is more of the GOAT. So I got to make sure I find some way to get some experience, whether that's freelance work, independent work, or actual job. But yeah, man, I'm so happy that we're both on this journey. I love finding people who are on this journey too. It's crazy. Because it's kind of like a lonely journey, If you don't really know anyone who's doing it, sometimes, people can be discouraging or you could discourage yourself. And I'm literally going to be on every single day. That's another reason why I currently come on and I do study. Because y'all really be encouraging me to seriously keep going. Because it's bro, we're doing it all together. Amidst everyone trying to say whatever they're trying to say. It's crazy. So we got data. I think we're doing D1, D2, parity, perfection. If I'm even saying that right, it could be parity. Don't even know. You said it is a draining journey. It's sink or swim, to be honest. No facts. But the good thing to know, at least that I feel like, is that it does seem like there's a good amount of people who really don't take their time to study or take certifications until way later. So I feel like I don't know how old you are, but I'm currently starting really young. So I'm just I feel like I have a lot of opportunity there. And just hopefully I could get in, man. If I were to get a networking role, I honestly would feel like I'm set. Because with networking, it has a way higher cap pay, but then there's still a lot of opportunity because you can go from there to cyber, or you can go from there to cloud administrator, whatever it's called, I forgot, something with cloud, or you can go from there and possibly become a manager, right, and get paid. Maybe cap pay could be 60, depending on what companies you work for, right? So I'm it's a pretty good career to get into. It's just about getting your foot through that door, man. Once your foot goes through that door, yes, that is the wave. But we just got to see. And then also working for a company that is unionized, that's the biggest one. That is the biggest one. But that's why I always tell people, try to become an internal transfer, because a lot of those positions, it may seem like there's no positions at all, but if you become an internal transfer, you're really going to see a lot of the positions that do open up way before they even touch outside, and that's why they don't touch outside. Because that's what a lot of people are already doing. They kind of know that. I'm just not the type of person that tries to, hide game. It's for me, I'm just going to let y'all know. Internal transfers is just a wave. You gotta, internally, even if you have to start, being, I don't even know, custodian inside of this tech company, start as the custodian. You're going to be able to eventually hop in there and start transferring. Sorry, I'm forgetting to, highlight what I'm writing. And just try to get that transfer, man. Even if it's and sometimes you might have to go to a different company. But I know the current place that I'm working, I know that they have an IT team, which I'm hoping to try and do an internal transfer. I wish I knew previously because I could have been checked. But then this other company that I also wouldn't mind going into, which I plan on getting into, doing this thing that I want to do. I also want to see if I can internally transfer there, and then whichever one takes me first That's all that's gonna be. You said CCNA is the way to go and whoa, my goodness, way to go to start and go to network engineering. No, yeah, facts. It says I'm 20, freshman in college, young, just starting. Okay, yep, we're young, man. I'm 22. I'm 22. So, well, it sounds like I'm saying I'm 22, but I'm actually 22. Like, wait, that still sounds crazy. I'm 22. I'm 22, but yes, good luck, everyone. Yes, 100%, man. The CCNA definitely is the way to go. I heard that the CCNA is a little bit difficult though, but I think I have it in me. What word was I writing? I finished parity information, so I guess I'm writing reliability, but I started with an L. Don't know why. So because we are down here now. But no, yeah, so it's good that we're starting young though. Definitely is it, because there's some people who do start a little bit older, and I feel like it does get a lot more tougher to have more time in your day to kind of study for those certs or study for the certifications or just labs. I meant labs work, trying to get experience, right? It's probably a lot more tougher, but it's not that it can't happen for them, but it's just best to really kind of start younger. A lot of the people who do start older do wish that they started younger. So it's great that, that this is the time that we're starting, man. But yes, I definitely want to get that CCNA, but I just want to make sure that I do know the basics, because I'm someone who, I legitimately knew nothing about computers a month ago, or 35 days ago. I just kind of of course I've used computers and I probably knew tiny things, but I never knew any PC parts. I couldn't tell you what a GPU was. I couldn't even tell you what it did. Couldn't tell you what the CPU was, the power supply, RAM, SSDs. SSDs was a real, I completely had no idea what that was for a while. I didn't even know, I had no clue that was the storage. I the whole time I thought everybody used hard drives. And I know people still do, but I just straight up thought that was all it was. So it was crazy when I started learning all this stuff about 35 days ago, and I documented the whole entire journey. And I feel like because I'm just so interested in it, it really, and so far it's honestly the basics of computing, but some people do struggle with it. Learning IT could feel like a foreign language to people. But for me, it was just clicking. I think the only thing that feels a little bit foreign right now is understanding this storage type thing. And it's not really understanding it that's difficult. I think for me it's what about RAID is going to be on the CompTIA, if it is. It might just be a little bit, but what about it? If it were to be on the CompTIA, would it be? Because then I don't know what I need to learn for real. Because some of this stuff looks like it gets deep. What are we talking about? N minus 1 times B, overall space equivalent. I get that part. But how exactly would they ask that if that was a question? And that's where my brain just can't correlate. But I'm definitely just going to have to continue to probably do a lot more of some quizzes on there. But we definitely got this, y'all. We definitely got this. I come on here every single day, normally at 12 p.m. EST to 1 p.m. EST, or hold on, 12:30 p.m. EST to 1:30 p.m. And that's normally how long I come on here to study, about an hour a day, because I do work a regular job. I work at a warehouse, and it's about 12 to 10-hour shifts. It's not a bad job, but it does take, since I do 10 to 12 hours, there's a lot of my day that disappears. So I can really only study about an hour a day. So I wish I could be further, but I feel like I did learn a lot from not knowing anything. To the point where I think I could honestly build a PC, but let me not toot that horn before I end up buying a PC and I show y'all me doing it on YouTube and I fail. I probably would fail tremendously the first time, but I think it's gonna be super fun. And I ended up changing up my series, my content, my main videos, and a lot of it is going to be either challenge videos for IT, but then also we get into the real, the feeling side of things, how I feel about it. And then eventually we kind of do projects as well. Currently we're making websites for some IT support stuff because I really want to whenever I do plan on making a course for IT after learning all this stuff and making it like not free, but not as expensive as everybody else's, and hopefully it has value, I do plan on using my own websites that I've created to teach the knowledge that basically, So I've been making projects like that, which would be super fun to get into as well. But yeah, this channel, I really am sticking to like some strong IT content. I've done this before too with web development. I've done it for about 7 months straight, maybe even a little bit longer. And I documented the entire thing. So y'all don't have to worry about like hitting that subscribe button and thinking, oh, like she's not going to complete this or she's not going to do it. She might stop on day 50. It's like, no, I've done this for literally 7 months. First it was YouTube videos, and then I jumped to live streams by day 120, and I went all the way to day 200. So I'm very consistent when it comes to content and live streaming and doing all this stuff. So this will literally be worth your sub if you hit that sub button and want to see someone try to grow in their career field, try to get into networking, IT support, whatever, do the whole shebang to try and get to where I need to get to. So let's look at the disadvantages. Am I still in raid 5? Damn, I thought I eventually was in raid 6 this whole time. This is like absurd. It says, yo, I built my PC at 16 before I got into IT. I promise you it's not as hard as the labs and stuff make it seem. No, yes. Okay, thank God then, because I was going to say, because I didn't think it was hard either. Like, eventually when I looked at it, I'm like, it doesn't seem difficult, but I didn't want to, like, hype it up and be like, I know how to do that right in my way, but what if I struggle? But no, yeah, building computers, and that's something I really, like, people have no idea how strong of a side, well, not even, it could be a straight full income, but how strong of, like, a opportunity that is if you know how to build PCs. Because you could sit there and possibly build, custom PCs for people, probably try to do it to where your income is like an extra, you make 500, but of course they're paying for all their PC parts, and you can end up building custom PCs, whether you ship it out or build it in person, depending on how that works for you. You could do PC repairs. There's literally this dude who I've seen where he hops on a bike and he does like clientele phone repairs, or no, I think it was his car. He did clientele phone repairs, which is a little bit different. And he would just do like cracked phones. He might get a little bit into the hardware, but it was about like 20 minutes. He would sit in the front of their house and then eventually give them back their phone when it was done. And I was like, you gotta be like people gotta be like that guy. If you know about computers, you know how to repair them, you know how to build them, like do whatever you gotta do to get those clients, whether that's you literally going to them. And eventually you could sit there and really build like a entire side hustle, maybe even full income doing all that. That's what I always tell people, man. Make sure you learn a bunch of different stuff because you never know what would become an opportunity. And I think IT has the best potential to turn multiple things into an income outside of just having a job. Like you can just fix people's stuff. You can sit there and do people's routers. But then on top of that, you sit there and know how to repair, like I said, repair that PC or know how to build one. People are coming to you. I remember back when there used to be this dude back where I used to live who used to do that. I think he stopped doing it, but hella people would end up buying it, doing this, doing that. He might have moved or something. Because normally where I live, I feel like some people, they don't be trying to help people out. It's like if they see you winning, they just stop doing it. Even if they want it from you, they'll pay someone else. So it's like, I feel like we got to go to freaking, I don't know, I got to move somewhere where it's like popular. But at first, I want to land a networking role before making that jump. Because that would be tough. That would be tough. But I'm in such a tough predicament. Because I do work an actual, like, job that pays the bills, right? Because I have an apartment. I have, like, just responsibilities. So it sucks because I wish I had the opportunity to kind of fall back on somebody and just straight study and not really have to focus on that. But I don't really have that opportunity, which is okay. Because I think at least it teaches me about responsibilities, teaches me how to maintain everything while also having, a dream or, a goal in life and just keep pushing. So I think it's good, but the people that are lucky enough to have that opportunity to be able to study however long they want to or whatever the hell, like y'all are super goated. Definitely take that opportunity and shine. Literally shine. Cause I know I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna get there in due time. Like I think I could personally get into like a help desk position though by next year. But specifically networking, it could be 2027, 2028 for me. It's possible to get sooner, but you gotta grind. So service desk will definitely help with the basics, even if it's only for a few months and you can jump to network from there. No, definitely. I mean, I would hope it's that easy, but I feel like sometimes when it comes to, well, definitely climbing up a field is better. So I feel like if you could show your own manager, excuse me, that you possibly have already known because you work in that field, I would hope you know your manager, and you sit there to go and try to apply for a networking position, hopefully just based off of that connection alone that they know you and they probably you could have sat there and done a couple of extra tickets that showed you new networking, or even probably worked like a part-time job with networking or full-time whatever for a couple months and then come back, apply there, see if you can get in. And it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Like I hope it's as simple as I really want it to be. But I've seen a couple of people who've had to stay in help desk or had to stay in IT support for about a year or two before they can even make that move into networking, which I don't mind doing, but it's hard for me to quit my more stable, more reliable job that sits there and pays for everything for a help desk or an IT support position. Like I want to get into networking because that feels a lot more safer, especially if you go into a company that is unionized. It feels more safer. I don't have the ability to take such a big risk like that. Because currently I work at one of those jobs where even though you could have worked there for years, if you leave and apply somewhere else, that you don't take that. Like I don't work at an IT job. I work at a warehouse. So it's like you don't take that to the next job and now they pay you extra because you worked at a warehouse before. It's like no. So it's like if I were to lose this, it's kind of like starting from square zero regardless. If I were to leave it and then jump to help desk, and then let's say I never got into networking, now I'm sitting there with no good job. Gonna have to probably do something completely different, which would just throw me for a loop. So I'm kind of in a real bad predicament, but I think I'll figure it out. I just have to have faith that God got me, that at the end of the day, I'm gonna get there. Because I know future me is gonna look back at younger me and it's gonna be like, you worried for nothing because you got here. You know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna be worrying now because I'm not there yet. I'm nervous as hell. I don't want to make bad decisions. I want to make sure and make the right decisions. But at least I think I got this. I'm quite strategic, but sometimes I do move on fear. So I'm afraid that there could be a good opportunity and then I blocked it myself because I got scared. That's the one thing I would do. I would never take a risk to where everything's done. Like, oh my gosh, I jumped to this job and it's over. No, like I would think up, down, twice, left and right before even doing that. But I might not jump at all because of how nervous I am. And what if that was it? And that would live with me forever too. So it's tough. But we'll figure it out as we continue going. It says 2 sets of parity information are calculated for every block and distributed across all disks. I wonder, oh yeah, because I wrote this before. I think I wrote this before up here with the parity, right? We got the strip. Okay, yep. So parity comes in a little bit later because it wasn't in RAID 1, right? Yeah, I don't think parity was in RAID 1 or RAID 0, whatever the hell I took a note of. So parity came a little bit later for RAID 5 and 6. So RAID 6 is a little bit more advanced, but I wonder why RAID 5 is the most picked. Let's look at the advantages. Is it just more expensive? Due to double parity, it has slow data transactions. Extra space is required. Oh. So why is it more advanced? I mean, I think it's because if 2 of them fail, everything could still be fine, but I guess people don't want it because maybe move slow or something. I don't know. Maybe those disadvantages are real. But yeah, I was just looking at job applications a little bit earlier. And I've seen a couple of them that I wouldn't mind applying for. I was looking for any help desk or internship type of experiences, jobs. And currently, I think around me, there's only one, which isn't bad. But it's like, there might be some people who would apply for it. But then I was looking specifically for remote positions, or even so, if it wasn't remote, I plan to apply and still take the interview, and hopefully I could stick a remote position, and I hope they don't get mad that I wasted their time. But it was because I had heard of somebody who was in a completely different field, but he accidentally applied to a position that he wasn't ready for, and or he wasn't qualified for, and I think he knew that. But I think, when they told him to come in for the interview, he assumed that they were just gonna let him go through. But then they kind of told him, like, oh, never mind, like, you can't be here, blah blah blah. But they were nice enough to have a conversation with him and then tell me why that lady ended up recommending him to a different district. And so eventually he ended up actually getting a job, even though he never applied for that specific spot because of that interview that he wasn't qualified for. So sometimes, it's just about making the right connections, and even if you're not qualified, still apply, because you never know. If you end up getting through to that interview and they're like, damn, you're not qualified, and they like you still, they might sit there and might even put you in a different position at their job, or they're just going to let someone know. She didn't even tell him that that's what she was going to do. He was so pissed. But then literally a couple days later, he got a call from someone saying, oh, you've been recommended, like, come in for an interview. And he ended up landing the job. I was like, that's crazy. I would have been pissed too, though. I'd have been like, so you made me come all the way out here to go and do this interview to then tell me. He must have been so mad. And then turns out she did him a favor. Wild then. But you never know. That's why, having connections and just grinding it out, applying to anything, don't be scared. What's the worst they could do? Say no. So what? Just keep pushing. Keep going. So we gotta do P2, P3. I really want to finish this raid stuff. But I think because I'm kind of like, I'm understanding it, I just want to finish raid 6, and then I'm probably going to have to take a couple of assessments afterwards on ChatGPT a bit later. Maybe not today, but yeah, so we're just looking at a couple of these positions here. There were some good ones. Wait, these are customer recalls. What the hell? Why didn't no one tell me that? I was reading this one for like a good minute, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good, and I'm realizing it's not even IT. Some of these are IT, though. But it's because I was looking specifically at remote jobs, so they have a couple of them here, which wasn't bad. Eventually, it turned into IT all of a sudden. And it was the first one I clicked, too. How real are these? Low key. But I think you have to be... Oh, no, it is remote. Actually, hold on. Like, what if I just did this for fun? You know what I mean? Like, just to... just to work from home. This is 24/7 nurse help desk. Oh, wait, it is help desk. I don't even know anymore. They have some weird names right now. Is this a help desk position? Nah, damn it. But I think you gotta be in person. Oh, wait, no, it's remote. Why do I keep saying that? This is legitimately remote. Hold on real quick. I gotta turn off this camera. It's legitimately remote. I really have no idea why I keep saying that. I mean, if this is IT, I can't even tell. It looks like I'm just talking to people. Marketing, graphic design, like type. Yeah, no, this can't be it. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is happening? But we have some stuff here, like technical support representative 1, which this is a little bit different, but this is $21 to $26 an hour. Where were the good ones at? This one isn't bad though. 6 month contract. Oh wait, did I pick contract roles? Oh no, I didn't. We had some good ones previously. I think contract roles are honestly one of the best ones, so I love me a little contract role because I feel like they really allow a lot more flexibility, and there was a couple of them too. I would hope that I could land a remote job, but we'd honestly would just have to see like what ends up happening. But all right, let's go jump over here. I gotta have like F2 keys or something. But y'all, we've been on live for about 2 hours today. I can't believe I've been on for this long. I normally don't do this, but I just wanted to say, because since I'm probably gonna have to get off pretty soon, I got a couple of things that I need to do. I love chilling with y'all. I love to yapping with y'all. Remember, if you're new here, hit that like button. You can hit that sub button as well if you haven't heard me say this like 7 times already. But yeah. Oh shoot, we got a donation, y'all. What the heck? Bro, what the heck? He said stay on it. Those sacrifices will pay off later. Thank you so much, my guy. Oh my goodness. That actually just excited me. It's my first donation ever, y'all. This is literally my first donation ever. What the heck? Bro, you're super goated, man. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's super cool. Thank you so much. But no, yeah, man. I've just been currently grinding for about a month. I think it's crazy. I've been going like super hard, and I've also been like studying, like I said, 7 months before this as well, to go and pretty much like learn web dev. I wanted to do it as a side hustle. Some people thought I wanted to do it as a career, but no, it was just always like a little side hustle. I completed that. I documented that whole journey, and hopefully we can complete becoming a web dev in this. I mean, bro, my words all over the place. Hopefully we can complete becoming an IT support specialist or network engineer, man. Like it would be so crazy, or system admin, anything in the tech industry. I love technology. Man, I'm so stuck on thinking about that donation. Like I'm so thankful for that. You are super goated, bro. All you guys are super goated. Thank y'all for joining the live stream tonight. I didn't expect, that much people to kind of actually show up. There was a good amount of people in here. We were averaging a good like 10 people for a good 30 minutes, y'all. I'm so happy. Damn, I don't want to end it, but I gotta go. I gotta go. I got things to do. I wasn't even supposed to stay on this long, but I felt like we all started to vibe a little bit. But no, yeah. So remember, if you're learning IT support, remember that website, the Unix and Linux System Administration Handbook. It's just a lifesaver. Legitimately, it has so much good information. But I will be catching you all in the next one. Love you. Catch me tomorrow at 12 p.m. or 12:30 p.m. EST if you want to catch me tomorrow as I learn IT support. And then that goes on to about 1:30 p.m. EST. Oh wait, no, I'm forgetting because I have tomorrow off. Damn it, I've been telling everybody tomorrow 12:30 p.m. EST. I forgot because normally when I have the day off, I like to stream at 5. My bad, guys. If I feel bad if anyone left and they missed that. But no, yeah, so tomorrow should be 5 p.m. EST. Is that how you say it? 5 p.m. EST? I feel like I'm saying the wrong stuff. I've been saying that forever. I think it's EST. I'm not sure. But I love y'all. Y'all are super goated. Catch you in the next one. Deuces.